must be super exciting to get ready to do your first research paper. You little rascals probably want to just dig right in and start typing.
But let's take a minute to first talk about something that can take your paper and turn it much more sinister.
Oh no, not plagiarism.
That's right, guy. Plagiarism is something we have to avoid at all costs. That's why we're required to tell you about it.
But what does plagiarism really mean? Something this serious must be carefully defined.
Plagiarism is stealing. It's not exactly the same as stealing a candy bar, but still is stealing.
If you do it, you're going to jail.
Alright, it's not something that'll actually land you in a cell, but your teachers will definitely notice it and they'll get you in trouble for it.
Yeah, you better cite everything. If you're found guilty, you can fail your paper, be publicly shamed, and maybe even kicked out of school.
You'd be better off in jail.
Definitely better in jail. At least people in jail will be your friends. Nobody likes a plagiarist.
There are many ways to plagiarize, especially online. It's very easy to copy-paste, and that's plagiarism.
Ever use Control-C?
Don't. Ever.
If you copy anything from the internet, it is considered stealing their ideas. Go for it.
Always change the words around, cite your own thoughts.
Hey now, even that could be considered plagiarism. As long as the main idea still came from the original author, it's still stealing.
What if I paraphrase it, restating it completely in my own words? It's not really plagiarizing if the structure sentence is different, right?
Correct, but usually you'll still need to let the reader know where the idea came from. Always be careful not to paraphrase several sources at once, too.
It's like stealing a bunch of candy bars from a bunch of different people and making it a huge candy jambalaya.
Candy.
Make sure you cite them properly. There are certain ways to cite them. Your teacher will explain to you how to do this.
You can find several citation makers online if you get confused. Try to learn how to do it without the citation machine's help, though. We can't let the robots get too much control.
Ha! You can find more help on how to cite papers on plagiarism.org.
Seriously, don't let them control you.
Okay. Citing sources incorrectly is also a form of plagiarism, so make sure you cite them correctly. So double check to make sure you're good.
Plagiarism is a complicated legal system. Don't be afraid. If you do it accidentally, it may go unnoticed by your teacher. And as long as you make an effort to cite your influences, you usually won't get in too much trouble. The easiest thing to do to avoid being criminal is to record everything you find anywhere and to use in your paper. Put all of these sources into your bibliography and create smaller citations within the paper.
That way you don't have whole lines in citation every time you have a quote.
Well, I think you kids are ready to get started. Remember, don't plagiarize. Seriously, don't.
Now get out there and dig into the wonderful world of research papers.